it. I'm the funniest member of the BoyTown podcast. I'm the brains behind it, the smartest, the one that puts the effort into the podcast. I'm the reason people listen to BoyTown.
Okay.
Don't speak, right? I'm going to introduce you now and start the podcast, right?
So rude.
Hello and welcome to the BoyTown podcast. You might notice that this spectre to my left mightn't be the usual freak man boy toad guy. I don't know what he's called, but this guy, he is a videographer. He's a child of a parent. He is a comedian. He's a stalker. Yeah.
It's Aaron Butler.
This guy, he is known as the Butler.
Shut up, Dave.
Yeah, and
Shut up.
he has his army of fans on Instagram that he affectionately calls the ass eaters.
No.
He worships ass eaters.
No.
He eats ass.
Wrong.
Aaron Butler.
Wrong.
Butt guy.
It's mad. Okay, I want you to get the butt munchers. Hello, shout out to the butt muncher army.
The shit breath guys.
Shout out to the butt muncher army. There's a lot of disappointed people watching right now going, oh, I thought it was going to be Mickey or Colin or Aaron McCann or something. No. You got the butt lord, you got the real McCoy, you got the little West Belfast guy in the house.
Stop. Every time you're on a podcast or doing stand-up, I say, don't tell people you're from West Belfast or instantly they won't like you.
Sorry,
do you know where we record this podcast? In Hollywood, North Down.
I know.
We don't want stinking Westies.
I know.
Right.
Catholics.
Welcome to the podcast. Aaron, you're here.
Why am I here?
Because
why am I here?
Because Shane, I think he just wanted to watch Coronation
Is
Street.
he sick? Is he not well? Is his Crohn's playing up?
Nope.
It's not?
No Crohn's. That's
Oh,
fake.
he has a show tonight, doesn't he?
Fake. Nope, he doesn't.
He doesn't have a
No,
show.
and he didn't have a big show last night because he had to pull that one because he just doesn't want to be here, really. Yeah, guy doesn't want to be here. He would rather, he said, you know what else he told me? He had shows every night this week, and then guess what? That's not true either. So
Every night this week?
yeah, basically what we're saying is, with any luck, you'll just be the new permanent host of BoyTown.
Aye, it would make a big improvement. That's all we know. That's all we know. For fact. We don't know many facts in life, dude, but we know one fact.
What's that?
Shane's gay.
Oh, well, I mean, that's pretty controversial to say that.
Yeah, well, I said it, so there you go. First, you've heard it here first. Run with it, Belfast Live.
A lot of people might know this, but you have an interesting past life. Your family life's pretty interesting, pretty unorthodox, you would say. You did a test recently.
I did a DNA test.
And it's come out that you are allegedly a little bit African. Is that why you're wearing that jacket?
It's not allegedly, it's factual.
Right, now tell me how you can be a little bit African. I mean, look at you. You do not look what would be the stereotypical African look.
Man, I don't like when you say that about my people, okay? I don't like, your people have been trying to put down my people.
Pretty successfully, to be honest, throughout history.
Documented and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
In fact, everybody knows I'm bisexual, so I mean, I'm a mixed from a
Well, I used to be trans,
blood.
according to you, so it's all good.
Yeah. Why are you from a mixed? Did you used to be Catholic and then turn to Protestant? Is that what you are?
No, that's not what trans is. That's something completely different.
Here, everybody knows trans is fake news.
Yeah. It's just a myth. It's like Santa. But
Sorry, what?
no, do you not know yet?
Right, carry on, you African guy.
Alright, so I did a DNA test recently.
As in, not a paternity test, like Jeremy Kyle style, or?
Nope, I've did plenty of those too, but this one was just straight from. This one was for me personally.
Okay, so basically, what happened? A guy came to your house, you ejaculated on him. And he tested that, or how did that work?
Man, that's how he sold it to me, and I haven't heard from him since. And so I had to get another test.
And he was supposed to host this podcast, but apparently, no.
I have to keep him around his house every week for the results. He says, "I just need more." I'm like, "I'm giving you more."
Right.
know?
So tell me how this is. You did your DNA test. What?
So to do it, have you ever did one?
No, because I know I'm 100% white.
Well, yeah, you're 100. You're 100% white. So you spit in a big tube that they give you, and it's real weird and real gross. Here's what you do: you get the tube and you go, and then you get a bit more saliva and you go, and then you close it up and you put it in a wee envelope and you put it to the postman, and then they take it away and they send you the results online of all your different stuff that you want to
Right,
know
so
about.
tell me what's the different stuff you know about. First of all, have you got cancer?
No cancer. They said in regards to the sort of my sexual health, they were like, look, you've basically got like immunity from all of it because you've got all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know if you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where they're telling Mr. Burns how many diseases he has.
Oh, no.
And they jam it into a door and they go, and he goes, I'm invincible. That's basically what
Because a couple of
neck
guys
is
this
like.
week, we had Gareth Thomas and that guy from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy came out. They had some big admissions about their health. They admitted that they had something. I too have something.
What's your admission?
Asthma.
Oh.
Went to the doctors again in my head.
Is this you coming out?
Yep, I'm asthmatic. I thought I outgrew it, but then I looked up my symptoms online, and it was lung cancer, but thankfully the doctor advised apparently it's only asthma. Again, I still think it's lung cancer, but yeah, I'm an asthmatic, and you've got all the STIs.
Yeah, but I've got all of them to the point where I've got none of them. So let's make that very clear, ladies. Very clean, very sterile. It's all good. So you do the DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you your nationality, where your heritage is.
Hey, does that know what a passport's for, guy?
No, because that just tells you what you are now. It doesn't tell you what you came from, Dave. So there's a problem with you. You don't know about your roots. You don't know about your foundations. You just think, I grew up in the middle of some tennis court in Bangor, and that's your issue.
No, my great uncle was this guy who worked during the war.
Oh yeah.
And he.
What was his name?
Goebbels, and he.
Shitface.
Goebbels, and he had a son, and then apparently great uncle Goebbels was kind of a sly guy. So...
You sure you're getting the pronunciation of that right?
Yeah, it could be Goering. Goering and Goebbels are both my uncles, and they had to change their name because apparently they did some sly things during the time. I didn't look it up, but apparently did some sly things, so they had to change the name to Elliot, and that's what it is.
Fair. Whenabouts did they do these sly things?
1940s.
Yeah. 1940s?
Yeah.
Is that like around the Second World War?
Yeah, pretty much.
So they would have been involved in some...
Well, no, apparently they were, I don't know, I think they were something to do with like this other woman called like the Patsy, something, they're Patsies, or is that like ex-Irish Patsies? Is it? I don't know, but they changed their names because Patsy was a weird name for a guy, I don't know. But yeah, and then they were friends with that author who writes all those good books, Hitler. So
have you read his latest one?
No, but I like what he's talking about. Like, I feel like
you can relate.
I feel like he's like a scientist. I'm only reading the early stuff at the minute, so I haven't really got to what he does. But at the minute, he's like talking about like trying to like cleanse things. And as a guy who's a husband, I'm keen to know how to keep a clean house. And Hitler's talking about cleansing.
Yeah,
a lot. And it's interesting to read. Like, he's a good author.
Yeah.
He's probably my second favorite author to J.K. Rowling. To be honest.
Yeah, they're both neck and neck really when it comes to fantasy books.
I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. Like,
I think they're turning it into a TV show.
Weird. Tried to email him, but apparently he doesn't get back to people.
No. His emails will just go over your head.
Probably.
Yeah. But so back to this DNA test. Mm-hmm. And like it turns out I'm like 50% like European Norwegian type vibe. Like that's my thing.
What percentage Irish are you? Because you are an Irish guy. You would identify as Irish, or British. British guy. You're a British guy.
Let me put it like a state, Dave. I was in Disney World last week, and that's true. I was in Disney World last week. In Disney World, I have an African land, right? Mm-hmm. And I walked in the African land. This is strange. This is what happened. I walked in there, and the staff went, "Where have you been?" And I went, "Whoa, what?" And they were like, "Where have you been?" I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "You're home." So that's them and telling me that.
Were you in Africa? An Africa land, or?
I was in Magic Kingdom. Has like there's like a space. There's like a wee land in there.
Oh right, okay.
Called Africa Land.
That's kind of racist, I think.
What?
Yeah, just they call it Africa Land where everyone runs about and all and beats African.
I'll be honest, right? Me and my family all went, and they have like Africa Land, Asia Land, United Kingdom Land, and like I was being quite conservative. I was just keeping to myself or whatever. My family, every land we went into. Turned into the biggest races ever. No. We go into Asia Land and they all start going, "Oh!" And I go, "No, don't do that. No. Don't do that. That's not cool. That's not." And they go,
I'm very protective of the Asian culture and race because, as you know, my dog is a Chinese guy, and I mean it's been difficult for him.
You have a Chinese guy as a dog.
Yeah,
just a wee Mr. Chow type guy.
Well, you know, it's actually Charlie. You've met Charlie. You know him, and he's Asian. He's a Shih Tzu, and he had to come all the way over from China to like just live here. I don't know why they shipped him from China, and I mean I do. There are times, but I do speak to him
in his native tongue,
in Chinese sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of stuff would you say?
Probably stuff along the lines of you know, I'd look at him and go, "Tui jamaseji." Wow.
What's the translation for that for our people who don't know it?
Alright, mate. You dead on, like, or and he would be like, "Oh, yeah, ciao, call me tani tong," and I'd be like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "You're just saying stuff that doesn't actually make sense to me." And okay, I tried, you know, so I just speak to him in English now because he's bilingual.
Right, okay, he's bi.
Yep, he's bi. You know, and it's
you got an
impressive.
Asian man bi dog.
Well, I mean, are there any Asian men out there that aren't bi? I mean, I
haven't
don't
met
know.
one. I haven't met one yet to this day.
I mean, what is it about the Asian people that makes them so advanced at fashion? Like, you're a guy who is obviously arguable fashion, but the Asian people do tend to be at the forefront of cutting edge fashion.
Do they?
Yep.
I'm not knowledgeable on this. I'm not
No.
like, you know, I don't follow.
To me, you're barking up the wrong tree with your African roots here. I feel like you should spit into another little bowl and ask them to tell you you're Chinese or Japanese, because I think you would really flourish in Japan. Like, they have a lot of cutting edge technology. I actually have seen a couple of Asian guys scooting about Belfast on what looks like, you know, a briefcase with one wheel on it, and they're just scooting about. Like, I could see you scooting about on like a lunchbox with wheels on it. I could see you wearing quite a lot of plastic style, like, see-through coats. I could see you wearing
you could see me in a K-pop band.
I could for sure see you in a K-pop
band. Daddy shadow. Like that?
Yeah, for sure.
I
mean, and you have travelled to sort of lesser spotted parts of the world. You wouldn't imagine people visiting all that much.
I went to India.
Yeah, I mean, why not go that little
And then
bit?
I shit myself when I come home.
Because you were so excited to see your parents?
Nope, because their hygiene's awful.
Well, would you be keen to go slightly further across the globe to, like, the likes of China or Japan?
Like,
man, I mean, like, this is a guy I could see wearing a kimono, sitting down to eat his food, you know, using chopsticks.
Sit down, but it's in a peaceful, in the middle of forest somewhere, and all you hear is, ooh. And I just sit down with my little chopsticks.
I could see you doing that. I mean, I know you don't drink tea, but I could definitely see you drinking maybe iron brew from a nice wee Japanese cup or mug. I could see you enjoying a night at the Sumo.
The Sumo?
Sumo wrestling. I could see you enjoying a watch of that. I can imagine you being carried in and sat down to watch the Sumos. Yeah.
You're saying Sumo?
I'm just it's because I'm from Hollywood. I have a posh tongue.
Is it like halfway between Zumba and Sumo? It's like a wee,
new
class they
that
do
could
for
be
the big
something
lads.
That would be
where
great.
They all dance.
But I mean, those guys, have you ever seen what they eat?
No, but I can only imagine it's quite a lot of calories.
Yeah, but I mean,
probably
big strong boys.
How healthy is that?
Probably not too healthy, really. I'd imagine, but
they're athletes, but they're also fat.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I mean, I think sometimes we mention certain races and cultures, and some people sometimes message the podcast and be like, "You guys are being really racist here," and I'm like, I don't think so. And what I'm saying is, throughout history, it's a known fact that for some reason or other, Asian people, according to statistics, tend to be a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller than, say, like, I don't know, say the more European, Caucasian
Someone
race.
like me, yeah.
Yeah, for talk's sake, you might have an Asian person be a bit shorter. So for those guys to really bulk up those big weights, it does take a lot of going. Because if you think about it, I think I saw a thing about, it was China, that, like, there's not very many obese people in China. And same with Japan, Asia in general, they're thinner, they eat different food, more vegetables in their diet, less processed carbs, more fish, more vegetables, freshness.
Yeah.
And they are a thinner cultural race, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm still hungover from the weekend, I don't want to get too deep into things because I don't want to be liable anymore, I don't want to be taken to court again. It's all where all my Patreon money goes from this podcast, paying my court bills.
At this point.
But I'm going to say that for those I mean, I don't want to use it wrong. For those guys to get to that weight, It takes a lot of eating, I would say.
Yeah, especially if they're in that sort of country where it's not like America where you can just go and go, oh, I just want to eat salt today, and it's just everywhere accessible. Like I was in Orlando last week and I had the worst dad ever. Oh, stop! He's the new one. It's not Orlando Jordan anyway, because you know what he's like.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Is that because his arse opens up when you go to...
What flowers do that?
The Orlando Bloom.
The Orlando Bloom flower just has an ass that opens. What
you sprinkle a bit of water on it and just goes... I've just put my hands on the table.
Why are you so wet? Are you a fish man?
I'm always a little bit moist, you know what I mean, at any time.
Stop touching.
No, I gotta keep my skin hydrated, Dave. That's what it's all about. Keep those wrinkles at bay.
So you're in Orlando. What's happening there?
There's a lot of big people. You know what I mean?
As in like fatty bum bums or like muscular tall physiques?
There was not many muscular tall physiques.
Fatty bum bums.
A lot of fatty bum bums. And do you know what?
What?
They're all in Disney World as well, and I don't know. Hey, what are you looking at your phone for?
Nothing. I'm just seeing some messages from Shane, weirdly.
Oh.
He can message, but he can't be.
Yeah. He obviously knows I'm in his little seat, and he's starting to get a wee bit of FOMO, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably like, oh, is the ass blaster there? And I'm like, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is, and he's blasting away.
Yeah. You do blast a lot of ass. Is that... What does that mean? You call your fans on Instagram. I got it wrong earlier. It's ass blasters, isn't it?
Still not quite right.
Right.
Butt munchers.
And what do they do? Blast.
I mean, you know, if you're a butt muncher, it means a lot of things. It's a term of endearment more than anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're in there going nom nom nom. It just means
blasting.
Could mean anything. Could mean it's what I like. I'm an artist, Dave. You know I'm an artist. So for me, it's not about what I label it. You
do realise when people say you're artistic, it's not quite that. You know what I mean?
No, it is. That's what they always go. Oh, they say it. They leave out the R a bunch of times, and I'm like, no, you forgot the R, and they're like, no, we'll see you later. But I'm like,
what do they say that you're good at? Artism?
No, they say you're very autistic, and I'm like, what'd you say? And they were like. I was like, artistic, and they're like, no, not quite. But they say it a lot. They say,
do they ever say that you're on the spectrum as well? That's not an art term, you know.
They say, well, I thought it was like a color spectrum because I use a lot of color in my work.
I'm sure.
It just comes with being African. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. Yeah. So, I mean, I think a lot of people are. I've seen what went on over the weekend.
Oh yeah, big story happened.
It was Ruairi Wood's wedding.
Yeah.
And I've said this a few times, but there was a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And for those of you that might know that you are a man who doesn't... You're a clean living guy. You know, you don't drink alcohol.
Don't drink
first
alcohol.
And foremost. What
don't
is it
smoke.
You call yourself? You are... What's that lifestyle you call? No, it's straight edge.
Straight edge.
You're straight edge.
Yeah.
And because of this, and normally on the podcast, she and I would drink vodka quite a lot, and Ben can vouch for it.
You have to spend time with Shane.
You're not here. I bought you a couple of treats.
I hope this
today.
is a wee carton of Ribena.
No,
oh wow!
I want you to get that. It's a wee shot of fibre to help your wee bum.
Okay.
Because you're the ass blaster, you need to blast.
My bum doesn't need any help, Dave. My bum's very healthy. I tell you the truth, I actually, this is a real story.
Yeah.
So I went to a place in Orlando called Chick-fil-A. You ever heard of it?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever had it?
Nope. Because of like lungs and stuff.
Famous for their chicken sandwiches, and I thought, let's get one of these famous chicken sandwich. I got the spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, no.
Thought, here, this feels really nice. This is a lovely tasty sandwich. 3-4 in the morning. I wake up, I'm going, whoa, why is my stomach cramping so bad? You know where this goes next.
Ass blasting.
Yep.
Hence your name, the ass blaster.
Yep. I was, and my whole system.
Your whole?
My whole
system.
Let me finish. And it was like doing one of those fucking colonic tubes. Everything, anything that was in me, gone. Just gone. Like, didn't exist anymore. No. You know what I mean? Stomach,
that bouncy
lungs, fucking prostate, gone. Everything. I shed everything out.
Oh, were you in a room by yourself?
No, I was with my little cousin, but she was sleeping. It's all good.
No. But is she an ass blaster as well?
She's quite regular with her poos, yeah.
Is she a Butler? Is that her surname?
No, she's a Mulhern. Is her last name.
Is she anything to Stephen Mulhern, my favourite celebrity?
She's nothing. Do you want me to drink this now?
Yeah, I want you to try it.
Right, well, I'm just going naked, so as I'm necking it, you just do whatever. You say whatever you
well,
want.
I mean, it might just be in complete awe, so try and neck it in now and just see how it
Have
goes.
you spiked this or something? I feel like you're very
True
keen
or
for your
false?
drinkers. What's in this?
Did you not crack it
Am
yourself?
I going to pass
Did
out?
you not crack it yourself? Well,
Yeah,
listen,
but David, I've been to India and I know what they do. They real seal the bottles, and I know you have that sort of technology.
I mean,
I know where you work. I know you have that sort of ability to get stuff done.
you know, any poster that I ever do for anything, you do it because I'm that basic. So I mean, I'm not going to be opening lids.
That's creative.
resealing
You're more of a what's it called? Like a gadget sort of guy. You're more of a
technology.
You're more of an engineer. You're an engineer of things. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
engineer the posters. You engineer the gigs. You can engineer this.
I mean, true. I'm an organizer, aren't I? Like,
I feel like you are an organizer. This could be like, do you remember The Princess Bride? That old movie
no.
where he like makes him take a taste of the drink first, and the guy's poisoned it already. He's like, no, I don't want to taste it, and that's how he knows he's poisoned it. I would almost ask you to take just a little zip to make sure, but I'm gonna trust you.
I mean, yeah, do trust me and let me know what it is like.
Down in one.
Yeah. It's quite weird though, because I mean, I'm pleased to see this. It's something I didn't actually believe, because I remember Aaron often said to me that, like, quite aggressively, I don't like fruits. So for him to be drinking a full bottle of fruit juice is quite good. Does that make you feel nice?
I tell you what, that actually made me feel great.
It's got, again, high in fibre, and it's whole fruit for your whole system.
Yeah. But no, I don't mind fruits. Fruits are okay. Fruits are good. Fruits are delicious. You're just gonna keep hitting me with produce that you've bought.
Yeah, I mean, I know you like to keep yourself healthy, so I got you some nice healthy fruit in a bag.
Okay. No, I don't know if you can really call this fruit in a bag, do you?
No,
It's a pack of jelly tots.
You have to have 5 a day, so
I'm pretty sure these are for your little kid.
No, because you choke on them, mate.
I can't, like, these won't open.
Oh no, don't burst in case I'll get flashbacks to the troubles.
They won't burst. This is the most interesting. No, I'm doing it. There we go. Got it.
Oh whoa. That was really, really aggressive. So anyway, my point being, we were at Ruairi Wood's wedding.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of the bubbly. You didn't.
I did. Do you know what? That was the one. I don't drink. That was the one time I was looking going, I kind of wish I drank a little bit here so I could just do an Instagram story.
What was that like from don't eat into the mic, because I mean I'll commit suicide if I have to listen to
ASMR? Like
no,
like
it's
the
not
priest that
ASMR.
Woodsy's wedding?
That's ARSE behaviour. Yeah. So from a sober perspective, what was that like?
A lot of fun, enjoyable.
Uh-huh.
It was grand. Like, I don't know. I think when you're sober all your life, you're just used to drunk people. Like, I'm almost immune to it. Like, and it's almost like a bit of fun too, where it's just like, look at. Do you know what amazes me about? Well, obviously the likes of you and Mickey and McCann and stuff, who like, you know, get together, have a little bit of a drink every now and then, get really, really hammered, and then they wake up the next day and they're like, oh, never again. That's me done with drink.
Yeah.
That's me. And then literally a few days later, it's like, well, I know I said I was done, but now I'm going back to it. It's all like, I'm amazed how drink causes people so much pain, but they still go back to it.
But it's like when people have kids, when mothers have children, people are like, oh, it couldn't be that bad if you do it again, you know? Whereas, like, that's how I argue that having a kid is not as sore as getting kicked in the balls, because nobody wants to get kicked in the balls again, you know? Whereas people... But then people would be like, would you be kicked in the balls again if you could be given another child? No.
And that's science.
Yeah. But no, my point being is like, yeah, like drinking, you saw me on the Sunday, I was a bit hungover. To be totally honest, I wasn't as hungover as I should have been, really, because there's been times, again, I don't know what this phenomenon is, if the listeners have ever had this themselves, there's sometimes I would drink maybe 2-3 beers, go to bed, wake up the next day, and have as bad a hangover as if I had 3 bottles of wine. So my thinking on Saturday was, hey,
balls of the wall.
You know, at the end of the day, if I have 1 or 2, I could be as hungover as if I have. And I mean,
you're past the threshold. Let's just keep.
I
digging.
think I drank a lot.
You did really well. All the lads.
But everyone expected me in bed at 10 o'clock. You probably included.
No, I thought you were going to be all right.
And I was. I proved it. You know, I may be an old dad guy, but I sucked it up. And who was the last one in bed? Me. It was me.
I went at about 3.
But I mean, it's also hard, probably by that stage, for a non-drinker to be around, because there's there's getting drunk, and then there's 3 a.m. people who are probably just all messes.
Yeah, because it just gets to that point in the night where there's like a lull, and like the drunk people are just still drinking but looking at each other like
Having heart to hearts.
Yeah, having heart to hearts. Who's going to be the first to break type thing and all that. But it's good fun. Like it was. I thought it was a really good day on Saturday. It was good crack.
Did anyone embarrass themselves?
The priest.
He was. It's fair to say, definitely a bit of a character.
Shout out to the best priest in the country. I can't remember his name, but he's probably the only priest in Strabane.
I think Father Jack.
He had a lot of Father Jack about him. He was trying out like opening lines. He was throwing bits in. He was telling little stories. It was pretty bad if you were us, because we wanted to just bust out laughing, but we were in a room full of people who didn't want us to bust out laughing.
As a bisexual, I don't often go to too many churches, either from a Protestant or Catholic or Islamic side. So I didn't really expect some of the behaviours, which to maybe people who go to church regularly, it's just fine. Like, I didn't expect them being like, and then Jesus, he was there, and he said to the man, I am Jesus, and I'm going to crucify myself. And then Jesus said to his friend, you will betray me. It's like, why is it a musical?
Priest the musical? Is that the next thing?
No, I think it's actually taken from Andrew Lloyd Webber's classic, Jesus Christ. Superstar.
I've been in that musical, and let me tell you, I did not hear the songs.
Who did you play?
I played Roman soldier. I played, so I played like multiple roles in it. Roman soldier, apostle, pimp of the temple.
Okay.
Yeah. Priest number 2.
Did you get paid for this?
No.
Quite evident.
This was a university production.
Oh no.
And then I was just understudy for anyone.
Didn't I come and watch you do a show before and end up dancing with somebody?
Greece at the Grand Opera House 2013.
Yeah, did you get paid for that?
No.
Why do you keep doing those things? I'm not letting you eat any more food
Ben,
into the microphone.
Can you hear me chewing? Ben can't even hear me chewing. See? I'm a silent chewer. You don't know what's about me.
Ben goes to me before he goes, oh, Dave, one of the worst sounds in the podcast was you sucking balls on them. And I was like, I won't suck any more balls. I used to suck balls every podcast. Brandy balls, butter balls.
That's why Shane isn't here anymore.
Oh.
his wee ones are wrinkled out.
What do you mean? If there's a person who loves sucking balls more than me in a podcast, it's Shane Todd.
Yeah, that's a good point,
yeah,
actually.
But maybe more eating balls he prefers.
Yeah, they have to be gluten-free,
yeah,
or he'll get sick.
That's also fake news.
Do you think he puts that on?
Yeah, I mean, we all know he's
do you think he goes home at night and just gets a loaf of bread and goes, and then cries and goes, you hate this, and then punches himself?
He's a bit of a boring guy, so he needs to make up a backstory for himself, So I've got Crohn's.
Yeah.
I used to go to school, primary school, the girl whose surname was Crohn. She didn't have Crohn's.
Yeah, she just played
So, again, fake news.
What were we talking about there?
The Woodsy's wedding as a sober guy.
We're talking about musicals. Yeah. You coming up on stage at Greece. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And then Woodsy's wedding. Yes, that was as well. Do you know what? How long is a Catholic ceremony?
It's definitely longer than, like, I think whenever I got married, it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something, the service.
No, that was... that was the other service that you were doing later on in the evening.
Listen, I'm not a marathon man, Butler. All right, I would not get that long. I mean, let's be totally honest. But I think I actually remember our vows, and like a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you're so cute that you can actually remember your vows on the day." It's basically simple. My vows were, right, ask me if you take her to marry you and all that stuff. Ask me.
Dave, would you take this woman to be your wife?
And all that other stuff.
And all that other stuff?
Aye. And then that's it. I put the ring on her and then gave her a wedding ring.
Yeah.
Don't even know what that means.
Dave. Dirty Dave.
I know, but I mean, it takes a dirty bastard to be a dirty bastard, doesn't it?
Aye, and if we're the two dirtiest bastards in the game.
Shit. Well, hey, Ben over there, he's got his hand up. Hey,
oh, Ben, come on, now sit down.
I know, he's like, there's one dirty bastard and it's him. Like, what is all your nicknames now, Ben? Snake Rat, Creep, Old Campbellian, and now Dirty Bastard? Right, yeah, you're young Dirty Bastard because there's an old Dirty Bastard, but he might be dead. He's a rapper. ODB, Old Dirty Bastard.
ODB.
You're YDB.
Yeah.
You know, YDBS SRB, Young Dirty Bastard, Snake Rat Band. That sounds like something Dick Van Dyke would sing in the musical. Young Dirty Bastard, fucking Snake Rat Band. Oh, Snake Rat Band, Young Dirty Bastard, Snake Rat Band. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I bet you, if there's a man in this world that has that gear, it's you.
Oh, the
Dick Van Dyke, the drum gear and the hat
wee
and all
cane
that
and all?
shit. Yeah, that's for sure you. No, I mean, you know, the drum that he can play when he walks.
Oh, all the instruments he has,
Yeah,
and he
if
kicks
anyone's
stuff,
gonna
and he
have
fucking...
that, it'll be you.
I don't, but I should invest in it.
Yeah, man, you told me you were going to come here and do some magic.
Would you like to see a trick?
I want to see some tricks.
Do you know what? I'm scared of doing this trick because I've never did it before, so it could go horribly wrong.
Oh no.
But let's give it a shot anyway. I'm going to give you a deck of cards, okay? So
Are these Gianni Versace's cards? What the fuck?
I'll tell you the truth. Actually, these are Dynamo's cards. I went to Dynamo's show and he gave out a free deck of cards. Everyone that went to the show. So these are actual the Dynamo Magician magic cards.
He got Crohn's, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and he was very sick looking for a while, but he looks very healthy now.
Funny, isn't it, that he got really sick? Shane always looks grand.
Shane, for some reason,
Fake
looks
news.
fine on it. Just wanted to get a bit of a Telegraph article on the go, I think, Shane.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand you these cards, okay? I want you to just check that the deck is legit. Make sure it's not just like some sort of gimmick deck. Make sure all the cards are in there. And make sure...
I mean, I don't think it'll make for good viewing if I check every card individually.
Well, you don't have to check them individually. Just give them a quick glance. Just wave them out. Fan them out. Are you happy enough?
They feel like proper cards to me.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a card on my phone right now, okay?
Why?
So I'm going to get an image of a card. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I like to do a bit of mentalism. Now, there's two types of mentalism. There's the mentalism where you're trying to retrieve information for someone's head. You know, so you might have a thought and I'm trying to guess what it is. Maybe it's a name, a number, or whatever. Or there's the other type of mentalism where I'm trying to implant a thought into your head.
Am I is this when people call me a mental bastard? Is that what they mean?
No, that's different. That's for other reasons that we won't want to go
into. Guys are shouting in the
into.
street, no, you fucking mental bastard, you fucking need to go to fucking Muckamore, you mental bastard.
No, that doesn't make you a
Do they want
mentalist.
me to do a show?
Nope, they don't want you. They want you to get some help. They want you to
What?
see some therapy. They want you to, just go away from them in general, I would say.
Okay. It wasn't
So-
my wife.
Your wife just doesn't like you anymore. Now listen,
Right.
we're going to take these cards. I want you to pick. So I'm trying to put information in your head right now.
right,
Everything
okay.
I'm saying, my vocal tonality, my facial expressions, even the sound of my voice is trying to influence what's going on in your head right now. Because I've already picked a card on my phone.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you it. But I need you to pick a random card. Pick whatever card you like in that deck right now. Now, it doesn't matter if I see it. Just pick it. And don't say it out loud. I just want you to pick it. And whenever you pick it, just put it there for me. Now, it can be any card you want. Okay?
Got it.
Now, you can put it there, and you can show me it. You can put it. You can just set it there. Let me see.
No, I don't want that. It's not the card I want.
Okay, are you changing it?
Yeah, I'm changing it because...
Now, remember, Dave, this is an entirely free choice, and whatever, just go with your heart, no matter what. Call a spade a spade. It's all good at the end of the day. You know, you don't got to club away at it. Just look for the diamond in the rough, really, and that should be the right card for you. Just between the two of us. So, you've got the card?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want just plant the card, and it's okay. You can
Did
let
you
me
say
see
plant
it.
the fart?
No, plant the card.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can let me
No,
see it. Flip it
I
around.
don't want you to see
No,
it.
you can let me see the
I don't
card.
want you to see it.
Let me see the card. Okay, 10 of diamonds.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay. I want you to hold the card up to the camera
Yeah.
because I want the BoyTown audience to see. Now, again, you've selected this card entirely of your own free will. You haven't.
Man,
did
don't be
anything.
going on the Google Images and type it in the 10 of diamonds there.
Look, I'm just going to take my phone off standby. Now, this was your entirely free choice, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to... 10 of diamonds.
That's fairly weird.
And that is called implanting a thought into someone's head without them even knowing it. And that's why I'm single. Do.
And you could do that again now.
I could do it again, but I won't do it again because David, a magician, never does the same trick twice.
Do a different trick.
Ba-da-ba-ba. That's the only one I brought.
Oh, okay.
But did you like it?
Nope.
Why?
See-
You don't like it because you don't like not knowing, isn't that what it is? Right?
Yeah.
Now,
Well, hold on. So, say for example, like I pulled out the 7 of clubs before, and I put that back in because it
You
was on the
did.
top of the deck.
you did. Maybe I did a double bluff with you. Here's what I'm going to do. Whenever the camera's shut off, I will teach you how that's done.
Right, okay, that's fair.
But I just want you to accept it and be happy
But
for
can I
what
give
it
you
is
my
now.
word? I will never tell anyone what you tell me.
Okay. That's cool. Now, and also what I would like to propose is maybe I do like a live magic trick at the next BoyTown.
Well, I mean, hey, what about you do a live magic trick at my weird podcast on Sunday?
Maybe.
You're there doing stand-up anyway.
I will. If you want, I'll do a really good one. Like a class one, like.
Can you wear a mask?
You want me to be the masked magician?
Yeah.
And have like little music in the background going...
Can you get that music to Ben? And we'll do that.
Ben, I'll send you that music. And is Ben doing your weird podcast this Sunday?
Ben is the...
Is it this Sunday?
It's this Sunday.
The
29th.
Yep, I'm all in, baby. I'll do it for sure.
So, BoyTowners, if you want to see the Masked Magician, don't tell him it's you. If you want to see the Masked Magician, the original... is it the original Masked Magician from the show? In the mid-90s?
Yeah, which was a great show, by the way.
What was it called? Breaking the Magician's
Code.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
What? I used to always watch a show called Breaking the Magician's Hole.
No, what channel was that on?
It was on Playboy Extra.
Was that on the illegal channels you used to have to get when you were on the old chipped cable?
It was on my dad's PC that he kept in the shed.
It would be on Big Davey's PC, for fuck's sake.
So,
But I'd love to. Let's do that. That'd be fun.
that was pretty weird that you did that. I am a little bit freaked out. I'm trying to play it cool, but I legit can't work out how and why don't you steal from people using the mind tricks?
Why?
Yeah.
Because Dave.
Oh, gross.
Why did I spit everywhere?
Yeah.
There's a big spit on the mic.
But it's alright. It's Shane's, not
Enjoy
mine.
that, Shane. Because David, in the words of our good friend Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. Mm-hmm. You can't abuse this. You know what I mean? This gift.
But you were telling me that you were using magic on girls in nightclubs.
Hey, shut up,
What?
David. I told you not to say it.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't. He's fine. He's fine. He's a joker.
Yeah.
A real joker.
Ben, what are we like for time?
35.
Wow.
35. I mean, I think it's probably fair to go on to listeners' questions.
That has flew in. Yeah, let's
There's
do
been
it.
a fair whack of them. Do you want me to read them, or are you on? Ben just sits every week, just grinder.
What,
You know,
grinding away at
I don't know. I don't know what Grinder is. He says it's his cooking app. But
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It's you get some recipes on it.
Yeah.
I think there's some good brownie recipes on there if you look deep into it.
Oh, I don't know. Right.
I seen one for a cream pie that looked pretty nice.
Nice. I don't know. I don't really cook. Oh, but I mean, oh look, there's Shane putting Harry Styles onto his.
Okay, Shane. Alright, we get it. You're a fan. Okay.
He's a weird guy. Like
Yeah.
Here we go. Quite a lot of listeners' questions today. Pretty strange.
That's good.
Um,
That's good.
Is it though? These guys.
Well, it's questionable.
Owen Austin has said, why have they used Mickey to promote Facebook and not yourselves? And they sent the photo of this, which I think, to be fair, looks a little bit more like Mark McCartney.
No, I can see
No.
Mickey in that. Show me. Turn.
Yeah.
around. It's kind of Mickey. The beard's kind of you, because he's got that dark beard.
No, let's be honest. My beard is thick,
Your beard's
majestic.
more full than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
know. So I mean, it's definitely that's Mickey. The eyes and the nose and the.
Yeah, the eyes and the minimal hair on top of the head is for sure Mickey.
Yeah. But so why do you think that they used Mickey for the Facebook advert and not us?
Cause you know he's a relatable guy. He's a man of the people. You know what I mean? You can't use someone like you or me or whatever or Shane, because we're like models. You know what I mean?
I was
We're
going to say
like,
too expensive.
we're handsome. Like, we're that too. We're absolutely that too. We're no
no.
cheap sellout. But you know, someone like Mickey, he's like the common man.
Matthew Mernon, you have to say good morning when he comes on.
Good morning.
That's good and creepy. Oh no, he said Wanye looking a bit cricket in this snap. But are there any photos out there that you wish didn't exist? I don't know
Yep.
if you notice. Are you a fan of Wayne Lineker?
I don't know much about him, but that looks good for him.
Oh no, these girls look like they're mugging off Wanye here.
Are they? So, okay, she's mugging. Yeah, those two are mugging him off. Show me the other one.
You would fancy her, wouldn't you?
It's all good. Yeah, they are mugging him off, aren't they?
You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you?
Yeah.
And a little bit of the bubbly.
And a little
No,
bit of
one
the
says,
bubbly.
do you not think Wanye looks a wee bit like Big Papa Pump?
He's got a certain big papa pump about him, yeah.
I mean, were there any photos out there that you wish didn't exist?
I don't think so. I think most of it's all good. Nothing comes straight to my head. Like, I mean, there's some, as you know, questionable photos of me when I was younger, when I was like 14, 15.
That was whenever you were transitioning though, so don't worry about
it.
Yeah.
There's those, but I find them funny. I'd say you probably have more photos you wish didn't exist.
Why is that?
I'd say the one, here's why, because of TweetBack mainly.
Okay.
There's photos that's used on TweetBack that you probably think, for fuck's sake.
The one of my bare arse.
The one of your
Ben,
bare arse
put
is
that up
the
right
one,
there.
the one, that's the one that comes to mind.
And do I want necessarily the picture of my bare arse to be out there again? No, but
it's
do
out
I
there.
want Ben to sit
And
in
have
his
to look
wee
at
editing studio looking at photos of my bare arse? Does it go right here? Ben, can you make it right where I'm doing this?
Yeah.
And then my arse is... No, don't like me.
Sorry.
Don't like me.
I didn't
This
want
is
to
why
like
your supporters are ass blasters, because you blast your tongue up asses.
No, we don't.
Yep, that's what you said. Just put my ass in here, Ben, and just move it about if you can follow my... Yeah. That's all. But no, I mean, I kind of like that photo now. I think it was a little bit shitty that... well, not my ass, because I wiped very cleanly and a bidet. But for my wife to put a wee cute... It wasn't even... It was just a wee cute, laughy photo out to that long-fingered, fucking baggy-eyed, big-eared, buck-toothed, cross-eyed freak.
Was E.T. in the building?
Shane Todd.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That guy there with the Tintin flick. Man, change your hairstyle. You have 2 hairstyles your whole life. Fuck. And he'll be like, oh, but you're losing your hair. Yep.
He would have said
because
that.
I'm a testosterone guy.
Yep.
Because I'm a man. Unlike you, it's made of wood.
Yep. Completely.
Whoa, weird that there's a question from the Funky Space Junkie. Has said, should saying my name is Jeff be hip and cool again?
Do you remember that?
What is it?
It was like a meme where people would go, my name is Jeff. It was from a movie, the movie with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Boom.
Yeah.
It was from that movie and people turned it into a meme. And no, it's about 10 years old and very sad. So funky monkey, spunky fucking space donkey.
Funky monkey, space donkey.
Shove it up your...
Always shoving blasting things in the asses, this guy.
You know where I'm going with this.
What I want to say is, do you ever remember... It might have been a Christmas special of Only Fools and Horses many moons ago. There was some foreign person in it, and whenever they were asking his name, he just went, Gotti.
Nope.
Very funny.
Do you know I don't really have watched Only Fools and Horses? I never watched it.
What?
Never watched it.
Ever?
I maybe when I was younger, like I'm talking like 8, 9 years old, watched like a little clip and that's it.
I mean, what we're going to do for sure is you're going to come down to my house someday and we're just going to watch it. We're going to set up a camera like we did for the FIFA thing we did.
Yep.
And we're just going to get your reaction because Only Fools and Horses is so great.
Ben, have you watched it?
Just bits?
That's lies. That's
what the
outright
fuck?
Lies. Ben, you've never even seen it.
Oh, you're a pair of welts. The fuck? Like, what sitcoms did you watch? It's the greatest sitcom ever.
Pokemon.
Oh, you probably watched that other one, Digimon, Digital Wankers, whatever it is.
It's Digital Monsters, and yeah, I did watch it. And Beyblade, I watched Beyblade too. Did you watch
Beyblade?
Yeah.
No, it's Baywatch I watched.
No, it was Beyblade is what the sitcom was. I watched that. I watched Power Rangers, and I watched the other ones.
What did you watch? No, what sitcoms did you watch? Did you ever watch
Bananas in Pajamas?
Fraser?
Oh baby, I hear the blues calling.
Did you ever watch Seinfeld? Stop ejaculating.
Sorry.
That is weird to me. I can't believe. Have you ever seen Faulty Towers?
Oh yeah.
Only Fools and Horses is better than that.
Really?
Yep.
Well, Faulty Towers only had 12 episodes. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because the writers are lazy. Can't write any more.
And your man was going out with the other girl. Remember?
What about the bubbly? Yeah, that's a weird question. Spunky Monkey Face Junkie. Bapper N.I. Bapper has said, Bon dia, you bubbly boys. You're making a bespoke 2020 BoyTown calendar, but what themes and locations would there be?
Ooh, good question. I think there could be like a chocolate fountain theme for some of the photos.
Oh, this is
and the fountain
the
could
euphemism
be
guy.
And the fountain could be, guess what?
Shit from an ass.
No, just a fountain.
Oh, okay.
Just a fountain, just a fish or something. Chocolate fountain. You could have like a cloud theme where you're like floating on a cloud, but you're eating like cotton candy as if it's a cloud, and you're all naked and the wee clouds covering your wee dick. It's a wee dick. And you could have like an under the sea thing where you've got like a mermaid fishtail and you've got your wee feet hanging out.
I mean, I think a lot of people here are expecting a BoyTown calendar to be kind of cheeky, kind of a little bit sexy, maybe a behind a candelabra theme.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna shock people. I'm gonna do an office theme of just maybe me at a desk, shirt and tie on.
And there's different utensils covering your junk.
Nope, I'm fully clothed.
Like a paper clip would do it.
Nope,
or a thumbtack would do it.
I'm doing accounts. No, I don't put a thumbtack over my dick, you fucking creep.
No, but
I put a thumbtack into my Jap's eye to protect myself, because that's what I do. I contracept.
Like an umbrella?
Yes, you fucking creep. I would also probably have a theme of a medical theme. I would be dressed as a surgeon, fully in scrubs, carrying out surgery. I would also have Shane as a corpse, like just on in a coffin at his own funeral.
What about a Crohn's theme where he's just surrounded by stomachs and shit?
Oh, he's back to shit, this creep guy.
What about a bum theme where it's just bums everywhere?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's now, to be fair, that would be more BoyTown to have a bum theme, a bum thing.
Naked Chef, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was very annoyed the first time I watched The Naked Chef, because I kind of wanted to see Jamie Oliver's dick. But then I just settled for his like fat spitting mouth. Ruth has said, how is Dave alive after all that bubbly?
It's a good question.
I mean,
and like you said, you've had worse hangovers.
Yeah, you know what? I also think the worst hangover I ever had in my life was after my own wedding.
Oh really?
And we were up singing in the residence bar.
I went home though. I didn't see you the next day.
It was a good time. I actually, hey, you know a lot of things about me. You know probably too much more than people should know. And now we're discovering what a creep you are. That worries me a lot. But what I want to say to you is, does this guy enjoy a breakfast?
Oh, absolutely.
Does he enjoy any other meal of the day more than a breakfast?
Oh, not one bit.
Could not eat my breakfast.
Oh, wow. That's news.
After my wedding.
That's news. That means a lot.
Yeah, but hey, see at the Villa Rose in Ballyboffy on Sunday. Oh. Papa got up at 8 a.m.
Did you get the breakfast?
Yep. I got up at 8 a.m. Made my way to the breakfast.
Why?
The sausages, the bacon, the hash brown, the pieces of toast, ketchup.
Was it tasty?
The eggs, fucking coffee, and a little bit of the bubbly.
Was it tasty?
And then, mate, it was delicious.
I can't wish it out.
It was so uncomfortable for everyone around me because I was just ejaculating whilst eating. And I mean, it was the entire length of my dinner, so there was more ejaculate than I've ever produced.
Wow.
But I mean, like, cause normally it's just like, 2 heartbeats and I'm done. Yeah. But this whole dinner was just going.
It was like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters, just fucking
everywhere. It was just like, whenever they have that fucking ectoplasm that they're shooting, it was like, that was just, my God, I tell you what, I would recommend.
Okay.
Not ejaculating for the length of time.
Well, no, I would recommend that.
But it was very nice. And then after that, went back to my room, got into bed, on the bed, wasn't in bed because I was starting to feel a little bit too warm. And I just watched the rugby. And then I did something which I regret.
What was that?
I went to Mickey Bartlett and Aaron McCann's room. Never have I been in a room that smelt worse. And I mean, you know my job. I used to have to go to people's
you smell
houses.
shit for a living.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I actually am hired by you. Scatman Butler, the ass blaster.
Scatman, is that
right?
I'm a Scatman.
You're just a pervert and a creep. But this guy, I went into the room and I don't know whether it was just the fact, and then threw in Paddy McDonald in there because he slept in the bed with them. Those guys over the course of the night just breathing, I think, and like secreting sweat,
seeping,
farting, just being disgusting guys. The room was gross, and then apparently Mickey had just done a big shit as well. But I mean, the window was open in the room. And it still was the worst smell I've ever smelled in the room in my life.
has never smelled so worse in its entire existence.
Do you know what I mean? Genuinely, the fields were producing potatoes. They thought that smell was such fermented shit.
So bad.
Wasn't a good smell, but I mean, both those guys were in a bad way, and I mean, I somehow fought through, sometimes fought through, fucking retard. But yeah, I did, and you know what? I survived, and I've come quite unscathed, really.
We went to McDonald's as well on the way home.
That actually made me feel worse.
That fucked you up, because I remember when we left the hotel, you were very cheerful, very spiritual, very joy and boisterous, and then as soon as you had a McDonald's, you turned into the fucking spawn of Satan. You just didn't want to be friendly with anybody. You're like, get me home.
I know, but then you know what happened? I didn't actually tell you this. After we left you home, somebody
took a poo. What?
Nope. Somebody, some selfish, obnoxious, bitter, inconsiderate reptile of a person.
It's gonna be me.
Nope.
All right, it's
had said they were going to jump off the West Link. And every police officer in the country were there, shut the West Link. It took us an hour to get past it. So after we left you home, we had to do an hour to get from one side of the West Link to the other, and then another half hour home. And you can imagine how joyous I was then.
I would hate that.
A happy camper. Should point out, if you are that person who was going to jump off the West Link, fuck you.
Yep.
But also, hopefully, everything in your head is okay and you get the treatment that you need, because to do that would be a very difficult thing.
Get better soon.
Get better soon, but also be less selfish next time. You know, and make sure I'm not drinking a little bit or all of the you know, and also get in touch with Lifeline, seriously, if you are having trouble out there. People, you know, we joke in this podcast, and I was annoyed, but also we do care about mental health in this podcast. And you know what I always say to people? If you're feeling a bit shit, tell someone.
Yep.
I mean, don't keep it under your hat like my bald spot. You know? Don't react like that.
Sorry, it just took me off guard.
What was it going to be? You're going to say that the light just bounced off my bald spot?
No, it just didn't look too sweet.
This guy did? He went to Turkey to get a hair transplant.
No, I didn't, Dave.
And then he didn't get the hair transplant.
I went to get my tits removed and get my vagina turned into a dick. That's what I went and got done.
See, this is a guy that does magic. I don't know how you can turn a vagina into a penis.
Believe me, man. Anything's possible if you believe.
Is that a song?
Nah, I think Walt Disney said it once. I'm just still feeling a bit of the magic from
Isn't
Disney
Walt
World.
Disney kept in like a water tank in
It was a rumour, but he's not. It was a rumour, but he's not.
Oh, how do you know exactly?
Because I've seen his corpse, Dave. That's how.
Actually, you bought it.
Yeah.
Instead of this
It's
jack?
sitting in the Magic Kingdom, so it is for everyone to look at when you go to the gift. We are the children.
We are
the ones who make a brighter day.
Jim Quinn.
Okay.
He doesn't know his name's Jim, but he thinks it's James. Has said, seen Shane and his bouncers walking out of the Europa Hotel this afternoon. Kind of sly to throw your Cafe Nero coffee all over that homeless man's face, but hey. Anyway, what's the best present you guys have ever got?
Shane always does that.
Yeah, Shane's
every Monday. Every Monday he goes to the same homeless person and he fucks a hot drink on him. Yeah,
you know what my story about a homeless person was? I remember when I was a young guy. I mean, I was a boy. I was out shopping in Belfast in Castle Court. Saw a homeless guy, went into Tesco's, bought him a sandwich and a bottle of water, gave it to him, and he fucked it in my face. Said, I don't fucking want that. I want your money. And I went, well, with an attitude like that, you're getting nothing. And I just never gave anything to homeless people ever since.
See?
You know what it reminds me of?
One bad apple.
You know what it reminds me of, mate? In many respects, I see myself as the special Princess Fairy. You know, at the start of Beauty and the Beast, I just came up to this big chateau. I was cold. I wasn't feeling good. I knocked on the door and said, let me in. And this prince, with bitterness in his heart, said, no, get away from me. And cast me aside. And I went, no, not having that. Cast a spell on him.
And
turn him into a beast.
And now.
And that's and what I'm trying to say is I've caused homelessness. So.
Well, what's the best present you ever got?
Best present? I mean, every second we're on this earth together is a gift.
It is a gift.
So, I mean, the best present I've probably ever got was the gift of life. So,
yep.
I just want to thank my dad's penis entering my mother's vagina firsthand.
I
actually want to shake my dad's penis by way of a handshake again. And, thank him for that. But probably the legitimate, you know me, I'm not a guy that values belongings. I'm a man that's all about chi, all about karma, all about experience. But I mean, the best present I ever got was probably the Tracy Island from Thunderbirds from Santa Claus. Whenever I was 14.
Okay, that's my favorite present I ever got at the time. I remember when I was like 11 or 12 was I got
Barbie.
No. I was out of the Barbies by this point. I was
transitioning.
I was transitioning at this point, and I was trying to get into guy stuff.
Nice.
And I got a game.
Cindy.
A PlayStation. No, Cindy was a girl too.
Oh.
I got a WWE wrestling game for the PlayStation.
Wow.
And a single tear shed down my face as a 12-year-old kid.
Really?
Because
Nice.
I didn't think I was gonna get it, and then my mum hit me with it, and I went, and then cried. So there you go.
Nice. It's nice whenever you're grateful as a child. Were you a grateful child? You were grateful when you received a lot of things apart from your uncle's dick.
What I'll say is, just totally ignoring that, Dave.
Okay.
What I'll say is, you think you're grateful as a child, and then you look back and go, I wasn't that grateful, was I? And now you're more grateful as an adult because of that, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, in a way, yes, I would always be polite and say thank you, mummy, thank you, daddy type thing. But, yeah, I think looking back, I probably was just like, just give me the fucking toy and let them go away. You know
I was always grateful.
You fucking weren't grateful.
Yeah.
You haven't been grateful for anything, Dave.
Yeah, but that was whenever I'm an adult. As a child, I was. I've told this story in the podcast many a time, but when I went to get my tonsils out.
Oh, have you got your tonsils out?
Yep, and I accidentally removed my testicles. Really
that's why your singing voice is so good, though.
I know, sorry for coughing right in your ear, Ben. I said to my mummy and daddy, I really want a Batman toy. My mum and dad went. Again, it was weird that my parents were London gangsters. From the noughties. They went, say no more fun. And I went, yes. And then I was going under the anaesthetic, and before I went in, they wheeled out to give me a wee present all wrapped up, and I was like, oh my god, it looks like a Batman, it feels like a Batman. I opened it up, Robin. And I wanted to do that, I wanted to react like that, but I went to my parents, thank you very much. And then, like you said, a tear ran down my face. It wasn't a tear of joy, it was a tear of disgust and upset. And I went under, and you know what? People can die under anaesthetic, Aaron.
They can, yeah.
I could have died, and my last thought would have been, those bastards bought me Robin. But then, finally, I came around. Imagine this is what I did.
Davey, wake up. You look like you're coming. So you came, and then you
I always come when I wake up. Every time I doze off, which is uncomfortable when I fall asleep and work. And I just wake up like as if I'm back in the Villa Rose eating their breakfast. Oh yeah. And I looked.
Yeah.
At the side of my bed.
And what did you do?
And there he was.
Mm-hmm.
Batman.
And what did you say?
I said,
be careful what you say.
I said,
don't overreact.
I said,
much.
Thank you, Mummy and Daddy. I'm so grateful. I mean, for those of you listening to the podcast or watching the YouTube, I made a bit of a boo-boo with my initial reaction to what my mum and dad bought me. I may or may not have said an inappropriate turn of phrase, which we'll not even talk about or reference. Nope.
All gone.
Anyway, next question. Oh, whoa, man. I hope you're buckled in for Johnny Mullen's question.
Hold on. Hit me.
He said, greetings, Papa, Big Papa Davy. I said, little dweeb dude. I mean, he's not here, so I'll rename it. Greetings to Big Papa Davy and the creepy delinquent pervert.
Num.
Weird. So pumped to be attending Sean Toad's comedy extravaganza on Saturday at the waterfront. I believe it will be very bespoke, experience for all parties involved. But tell me this, due to the recent shortcomings of Thomas Cook being a focal point in the news, I was wondering what Shane and Dave's worst holiday experience ever is.
Flip.
I mean, obviously, if people don't know, Thomas Cook's just went kaput.
Yeah, and do you know, I was on a flight of Thomas Cook last week.
Oh, listen to this guy. Oh,
I was there.
Man, I was actually going to go to the Twin Towers on September 11th.
But guess
what? I went to Paris instead.
I know, but I was
count.
going to go. And when Pearl Harbor happened, I was going to go.
Oh yeah, I was going to go to Pearl Harbor, but I didn't. I went to Newry instead.
I could show you the tickets. I promise you, I was going to go.
Yeah, man. Oh.
I had 2 tickets to get on the Titanic. Swear to God.
Yeah, well, guess what? My dad built it, mate.
You're fucking.
I was fucking grand when I left his shed.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Your dad sabotaged all.
So what's the worst thing that ever happened to you on holiday?
Happened to me, or did you?
Probably the worst thing that ever happened to me on holiday was I went to my certain friend's 30th birthday party in Tenerife, and he put me in a room with Shane.
That was good times. Yeah, that was good. Good. What was funny about that was it was like all the boys had like a wee nice time, but it felt like you were just getting sabotaged.
Yeah,
constantly.
I kept getting screwed. Have 2 greens, mate.
Cheers. You got badly sunburned. You cracked or chipped a tooth eating breakfast.
Yeah, and you know what I was like? I was sitting eating breakfast like this. And then all of a sudden, crunch, my tooth.
And then you also tried to get in the lazy river of the water park and couldn't get on the float.
Because it was an 8 shape, and give me a big round circle. That's far better.
I mean, all the other boys got on it, no problem, Dave.
All
That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't bear-proof. A load of twink guys. But I mean, I must admit, I was annoyed that you all left me for like 6 hours sitting at a restaurant, not even to go for a walk around. Like, what age do you not go to water parks and spend 6 hours? I burnt my leg. Still this day, I have a mark to this day.
But Dave, that's what you do for friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know what?
It was worth it.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was a good holiday for us. We all enjoyed ourselves, Dave.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know you didn't.
I enjoyed myself. I just did not like that second water park day.
You didn't. I know you didn't. Yeah.
And I didn't like breaking my tooth.
I know you did.
You know what else? I actually haven't addressed this before.
Oh, for fun.
That day, Shane, classic Shane. Oh, I know this place was the place he knew that it exist. Was it any good? He's like, we'll walk around here. No, did he fuck it?
But of course he did. Oh, that was another thing that happened in the airport.
Oh no.
He went to the wrong terminal. Look at that face. Oh.
So no, Shane is one of these guys who will very much be like, oh, I know this thing. And you'll be like, how do you know of it? And then sometimes you'll be like, Google saw it was one time. I saw it as an advert on www.hungdads.com. And,
that's
you know,
his website.
And he'll just be like, oh, I know. And you'll be like, oh, no, are you sure about this? Like, Troubles 80 style. Literally, whenever he got to the wrong terminal, I went as we were walking towards, like, we walked from Terminal 1 in Dublin Airport. We're going through. We literally passed another check-in. Not check-in, customs. You know where you go through and you have to get your bag and all checked. And I went, I think we're in a different terminal, Shane, here, because there's an entirely new baggage area. And he was like, oh, no, I know where I'm going. And I went to him, and I quote, banter-wise, I went, now, Shane, are you sure you're definitely not making a bollocks of this, are you? And he goes, me? Make a bollocks? Catch yourself on. He made a bollocks. He took us from going on air like this. Which, we were at,
I love how angry you still are to this day.
We were at the flipping restaurant, which was from here to the camera, away from the gate. And he walked us the entire wrong. I got blisters on my feet.
That's what it was, blisters on my feet.
Due to his stupidity.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
So, man, the worst holiday experience, anytime I've been on holiday with that guy.
Yeah.
Just anytime
you go away with Shane.
On that guy. And another thing that he sabotaged me, I wanted to drink a nice bottle of Buckfast on his stag do. But then they didn't just sit and drink in the rooms anymore. So, couldn't do that. And then you all made fun of me.
Well, no. Was it not just because... Yeah, you could have drank it at the pool, no?
No.
Well, surely you could just take all the wee cups from the pool, bring it into your room, put the drink in it, and go back out.
I like to drink my Buckfast in one. Yep.
You were never drinking that whole bottle in one.
Hey, I'm going to drink a bottle of Buckfast in one in this podcast one day. I mark my words, I'll do it. And you know what all you guys will do? You'll all say sorry.
No.
Yous will all say sorry and come and visit me in the ICU.
Yeah, exactly. When they have to pump your stomach to get it out of your system.
Hey, man, and see that they use swimming pool industrial sized pumps to pump my stomach, brother. And the thing is, They don't put the pumps down my throat like normal people.
They put them up your jack.
Correct.
Because I'll be there
butt-ass
supervising the surgery.
there, yeah.
They'll be like, we need to put it up. And I go, is sphincter? And they go,
yeah, that's
"No."
probably what you'd be like too. You'd be a dentist. And people come in to you and be like, oh, I was sore. My front tooth's chipped. And you'd be like,
All right,
get your
bend over.
trousers down.
I'd be like, all right, open it up. Let me see. We go in from the back end
Put
of
the
this
wee
dentist.
lollipop stick up their ass. Say ah. Ooh. So gross.
Say ah.
Matty McPolin, so he says his name, it's Paulin, mate, said, good day, my fellow cheek clappers. With the NBC's big gig in the waterfront coming up this weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to, where's the worst place you've both had the gig, and why is it Larne? Hey, man,
No.
it's not Larne. The worst place to gig is Enniskillen. Enniskillen's full of bad people. It's in a bad place.
Oh, dear.
Just everything about Enniskillen sucks. If you're from Enniskillen, you suck. And if you're from Enniskillen, do you live in Enniskillen? No, because you got brains. You probably left Enniskillen.
I just want to take this time to say.
Number 2, Lisburn. Fuck you. Right?
All right. That's
Where's the
all.
worst place you've ever gigged? And hey, it's fair to say, when I announce my tour, which will be coming up during the months of October and November, ain't going to Enniskillen, ain't going Lisburn. So this is for Enniskillen, this is for Lisburn. Put them together. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
And if you're from Enniskillen, sorry. And if you're from Lisburn, sorry.
All right. Cool.
Man, you've gigged a few places.
I've got about a little bit. You know me.
Worst place you've gigged?
Trying to think since I've been back, what's the worst sort of place I've it's difficult to say.
What's the worst comedy club you've ever gigged in? I mean, we've got some real talk coming up here, don't we?
I'll answer that truthfully. I'm going back to it to be fair. The Comedy Crunch in Dublin was a real struggle. I don't know, they said like they were having an off night, which is fair enough, but
Let me just say this.
okay.
I'm going to Dublin on my tour.
Mhm.
Fuck Dublin.
Okay. Are you just out to lose every fan today, or what's the deal?
Nope. All I'm saying is, if they treat my boy bad,
Hi.
they treat me bad. But for sure, I'll be doing a show in the International.
That'll be nice. I've did the International. International's lovely.
And guess what? The salt of the earth, the people of Dublin, the people of the Free State, the people of the Republic of Ireland, the people of the island of Ireland. I don't even care. I love you guys.
So
Come to my show,
no.
which I have dates, but I can't announce it yet because I'm still waiting on one more date.
Yep.
But yeah, the worst gigs are Enniskillen, Lisburn, and the Comedy Crunch. You're going to go back to crunch it.
I'm going back in November time, and I've got another one in February. They put me on for 2 other dates.
I need to also say that probably my tour will be the worst gigs ever because I've got this fucking real weird guy opening for me and he'll probably wreck it.
Da! It's me. I'm going to be, if you're going to see Dave on tour, you're going to get to see this guy too, the Terrible Twosome, the bad boys of comedy in the flesh.
Don't ever call us out again.
What?
David McMahon has said, do you ever expect there to be a Blame Game style program which would feature the younger comedians such as yourself, Colin, Mickey, Aaron, etc.?
Nope.
You know what, man? I'm going to say this. I don't feel like... I think the Blame Game has a purpose. It has a place. It does very well for the platform that it's on. But I mean, I don't think a Blame Game type show would be beneficial for us younger comedians because a lot of us don't speak about politics. It's not as me and a topic. I just talk about how terrible my life is.
Well,
and
a good format I think would be maybe something of like a group podcast type format. But if you're going to do that, we would do it ourselves.
Right, name me some local comedians that we're friends with, and I'll tell you whether I like them or not. And would I do a television show with them?
Mark McConaughey,
Nope.
Jordan Robinson, Kieran Bartlett,
Nope.
Shane Todd,
Nope, definitely not.
Billy Thompson,
Nope,
Colin Jettis,
nope,
Aaron Mickan,
nope.
Robbie McShane.
Ask me if I like anybody.
Do you like anybody?
Nope. But for sure, if television want to put me on a show by myself, and get content like this.
Are you pointing to your head?
Yep. If you want content from the Dome, the Millennium Dome,
the Dome.
I'm happy to do a television show called David Speaks, and it will be a very bespoke It won't cost a lot. All you'll need is a chair, and you bring people in, and they ask me anything, and I give them an honest answer. and I'll drink a bottle of red wine before I do it. A bottle of Buckfast in one. And
I
that's it.
would love to see this show commissioned. Oh, I could only imagine.
What about the Purple Truth with Purple Tooth?
The Purple Truth with Purple Tooth is
Yeah.
pitch it. Just do it yourself.
Okay, I'll do that.
I will film it. I'll do everything.
Okay, we'll
I
do
don't
that.
care. Or Ben will do it. One of us will do it.
Ben told me earlier that he does not want to work with me anymore. So I mean,
Okay, so it's on me then.
yeah, but I mean, in terms of that Davies question, I mean, there.
Oh, is this the worst gig question
No,
stuff?
this is the would you do a show like the Blame Game?
Oh,
I think that a modern
No.
thing. There's probably television and stuff is changing.
yes.
If we wanted to do something like that, it would probably be an online thing.
and
but
it would
I
be our
can't
own
see it.
format. That
But
isn't-
again, that's the beauty of podcasts. We can do whatever, say whatever within reason. Because there were some things.
There
I
were
said
some things
tonight
earlier that
yeah.
we couldn't have said.
Yeah, for sure.
That, didn't make the edit.
But yeah, Ronaldo. It's not actually Cristiano. It's Roy.
Okay.
He said, "Bon dia, culo bandidos. So glad that mummy and daddy worked things out and are back together this week. Oh, what a mistake.
Bad news for you.
Even if it's only for their kids. Oh no.
We're taking over.
The citizens of BoyTown. I'm sitting here waiting on my car getting serviced. I'm being forced to watch Tenable in the waiting area. But I'd like to know, what is the dream daytime game show that you guys would like to be on? Mine is Wheel of Fortune with the filthy, dirty sex offender John Leslie. Inappropriate, he got cleared.
Okay.
I'm going to say TV show. I'd like to be on The Chase. But I mean, a lot of people would be like, oh man, why would you be on The Chase? I'd be a chaser.
Right. I don't know much about The Chase, but okay.
I am what's been called the smartest of the comedians on the local scene.
To be fair, you beat Shane in that quiz for winning
I
the
mean,
tattoo.
listen, let me just address this. Hat off.
Ah!
You know, let's just be honest here.
Fuck me.
Shane
Let's not do this.
often will say it.
Yeah.
And you've heard him say it, he's smarter than me.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, hang on, you can look, it's okay.
I don't. It's
You
like
have
looking
to.
at fucking the Phantom of the Opera. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
wanna
guess
see it.
what? Just get over it. Right?
Oh!
So Shane often says to me,
I
he
love
goes,
you no matter what.
oh, I'm smarter than you. And this is a true question. I went, oh, what grades did you get in your GCSEs?
No, he didn't do his GCSEs, did he?
No, then he told me the grades he got his GCSEs. And you know what? Every grade I got better than him. How'd you do in your A-levels, mate? 2 U's. Alright, then he goes, no, I'll prove him smarter. Let's do a quiz and the loser gets a tattoo.
And
Sure.
he lost.
And now he's got a tattoo
And now he's got a tattoo.
on his leg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen. Shane is very much like Donald Trump. He will argue a point with zero facts behind it.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's dense.
Very dense. Yeah, there's not
I
a
feel
lot.
like the truth has been said. I can put my hat back on.
Oh, thank God. And what was the question?
What
I can't even remember.
daytime TV show would you most like to be on?
Oh, Family Fortunes, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. I thought Rent Boys of the Universe.
No, we're still trying to get that commission, so we are.
Right.
It's still. We're not allowed to talk about
Sorry,
it. Yeah,
mate.
it's
Sorry,
alright.
sorry.
We're not going to get it now. It's fine.
Liam Carlin has said, hello, Dane and Shave.
Okay, see what he did there. Swap lines.
Sending the Papa Bear many birthday wishes. Oh, guy. Thank you. Yeah, man, it was my fucking birthday, and none of these people have given me wish me happy birthday.
When is it your birthday again?
But was Monday past?
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't
Sly.
even know.
I know, this guy. My question is, what's your biggest fear? I'll go for you first, because you strike me as the kind of guy that's afraid of a lot of things.
Death
Death is your biggest fear?
and dinosaurs.
Man, I'm happy to die.
I'm not.
I mean, not like I want to die or I'm ready to die, but I'm happy to die because you die, and when you die, you die.
Nope,
That's
I
it.
want to be immortal.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I wanna. If outside of death, it is wasps and bees. Outside of wasps and bees, it is dinosaurs coming back to life.
I'm legitimately afraid of heights.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
I've noticed this from when we go to like water parks or like theme parks, and you're like, I don't want to do.
You know what else I'm afraid of? Getting arrested for being a paedophile. Because
Why is this a confession?
because that's what happens when you go to water parks and are involved in the slides over the age of 30.
Nope, it's
Yep.
not. It's
Yep.
absolutely not. Listen, it's
You
for everyone. It's family
And
friendly
your friend
fun.
Ryan and Shane
Family
are
friendly
all on the
fun.
register now.
Family friendly.
Daniel Donaghy. I mean, it's weird because his name on Instagram is Donaghy Daniel, so maybe his name's Donaghy Daniel. I don't know.
Switch it up.
If you were locked in a room together, who would be who first?
Who would beat?
Guy?
What's it say? Who would beat?
What the fuck is that? If you were with an H in it.
Who would be who
If
first?
if you were, like,
Yeah, it's not spelled.
location.
Right. Yeah.
If you were locked in a room together, who would be who first? Man, you know what? I think your name may in fact be Donny Daniel, because that is
That's
the weirdest thing ever. I mean, I don't even know what that's so many connotations that could be from that question. If you were locked, I'm going to imagine what you mean is if you were locked in a room, who would be who first? I mean, I would be myself first, I'd imagine.
I think so, and then I'd be me.
Yeah, but I mean, who would, if we're locked in a room, I mean, I would probably be the first to die, because if I was locked in a room with Shane, which is what I'm sure you mean, I couldn't last it. I would just run head first.
You would be like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah. You know, like lemmings run off cliffs. They're like, fuck this, I'm never making it. That'd be me. But I mean, fair play to the greatest question we've ever got. If you were locked in a room together, who would be who first? I mean, like, looking back, some of your questions in the past, Daniel, have been sensible. I work in a cool cafe. What would be your favourite lunch?
Sensible.
What if you have crashed your car like I have done this morning? Man.
Sensible.
But
now,
I mean,
now you just hit us with that.
if you were locked in a room, who would be who for? Guy.
He's had
A bottle of Buckfast in one go, it seems.
a little bit too much of the bubbly.
Fair play to you, Danny boy. You're a good guy, and I mean, if this is you, you know, fair play. Let me look through your Instagram. You look like a kind of guy that would drink. You know, you have that look about you. There's a few photos on your Instagram of you drinking alcohol. I mean, yeah, definitely. I think I would be myself first, but fair play.
Maybe he did some drinking and wrote that question.
Yeah, either drinking or cat, but fair play to you. And I mean, do you have anything to plug?
So my Instagram, Aaron's.videos, if you want to follow up on
Aaron's dad videos.
Dot. So like the way it's spelled is Aaron's, then a full stop, like dot videos, and then that's my Instagram handle. That's why I put up all my tour dates, or not tour dates, gig dates, and anything that's going on that I want you guys to come see. And then of course I'm going to be supporting the big guy here on his tour when it gets announced, coming up very shortly, so look out for that.
Hold on. I mean, you know me, I'm not an ego guy.
No.
I'm very much, I'm
man of the
modest,
people, humble.
I'm modest. You've seen my dad show.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what you thought of it.
I thought it was the best show that I seen that night. I thought no, you put me on the spot here. I thought it was a great show. I think it's a show that people would love to see. I think it's for not just older crowds but also younger crowds. I feel there's a lot of good relatable material in there, and a lot of original stuff that is very well written and very well presented by yourself.
And you can say what you said earlier before we started recording.
It's a pile of shit. Don't come see it.
Nope, that's not what you said. You said, I'm the best comedian to ever come from the island of Ireland. And I said, I'm from Northern Ireland, mate.
Yeah, Dave's the best comedian.
Yep. But also, this guy's going to be doing a bit of stand-up on Sunday night, the Black Box, for my weird podcast.
Magic Trick.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I feel like today I was so annoyed that Shane didn't do the podcast. Did I come across grumpy?
Nope.
Today? No, did I come across... Guys, if you thought I've come across grumpy, what I'd like you to do is just send your emails to www.gofuckyourself.com, and I will not read them, and he'll put them up his ass. So guys, if you want to come to the live podcast, check out the Black Box website, get your tickets. By the main, if you listen to this on Thursday, you'll only have a couple of days to do it. Might be sold out by then, probably won't be, but might be. Shane is on tour at the minute. I don't know the exact dates, but if you go on shine.net, you'll be able to get tickets to a few of his upcoming shows. I think the Waterfront, he's releasing an extra 40 tickets, so if you want to go and see him, do that. And then he's playing a couple of other places, shine.net, or go on his social media and get hold of them. Also, anything else to promote?
We have that charity gig at the Limelight on the 6th of October, which is a big one. It's in the Limelight. It's for Kieran Bartlett for motor neurons disease.
Nope, that's not what it's actually for. It is. Nope, it's for toxic masculinity, and that is where all the money is going to be going to, because there's not a single female in lineup, and that's the way I like it. See you next week. Goodbye.